Many poultry farmers complain that poultry farming is not profitable, but nobody talks about where money was wasted during construction. In this video, and as part of our expansion series, I will show you where poultry farmers lose money when building poultry houses, mistakes that can affect your bird's performance and long-term profits. So, you want to stick around, you want to watch this to the end. My name is Modupe and I help farmers plan, build, and manage profitable layer poultry farms through practical guidance and real farm projects. So if you're coming across my video for the first time, you're welcome here. You are the right place to learn about layer poultry farming. I teach layer poultry farmers start their layer poultry business. I help them break even and sustain their business profitably. So on our expansion series, you can see that things are taking shape. A whole lot of activities are happening here, but in this video today I want to teach about what many poultry farmers do to waste money, and you shouldn't make such mistakes because you have me here. So if you're coming across here for the first time, you want to subscribe on this channel, you want to like, share, comment, you want to join my membership, you want to turn on your notification bell so you're notified anytime I drop a new video. So while you're watching this video, you're seeing the activities happening, you're also listening to my voice while I tell you how poultry farmers lose money during construction, and you don't want to make such mistake. So the first thing would be that one mistake would be building without a clear plan. The biggest money drain is starting construction without proper plan. Some farmers build based on what they saw on another farm, they build on guesswork, they build on contractor advice only without knowing the bird capacity, cage system, expansion plan, and all these mistakes. Money gets wasted on correction later. If you don't correct it now, you spend so much money to correct them later. Another thing will be wrong poultry house size and design. So this is another way layer poultry farmers waste money, or poultry farmers waste money by wasting money on a wrong poultry pen size. It might be too small, it might limit expansion, it might cause overcrowding, it might be too big without planning, it might increase construction costs unnecessarily. A poultry house must match your bird population and business goal. And this is one thing we had in mind from the beginning of this project. We told ourselves, from the beginning of this expansion series, I said we are building a 12,000 capacity layer poultry pen. So we had an idea of what we wanted to build. We had an idea of the capacity of the birds we want to have in this pen we're building. So we are building with a clear plan. We know what we want. So of course we have like a site engineer, but this site engineer is an engineer. We are the poultry farmers, we are the poultry farm owners. So we have an idea of how we want things to be, even when we're going to leverage on the expertise of the engineer, of the bricklayer and all that, but we have an idea of what we want. So another mistake would be ignoring ventilation. Poor ventilation is a silent money waster. Farmers may spend millions on birds, feed, medication, but when they ignore airflow, it might cause a lot of issue later. Heat stress would always reduce egg production, and this is lost income every day, and you want to avoid that also. So in this place here, what we are currently doing is mapping out the pen. So at the beginning of this video, you saw someone digging the pit. Yes, so that's what we're doing here. Just, you see how everything looks like open land now. In no time, we're going to have so much activity there. So at the moment, what they are currently doing is also they are fixing the galvanized poles. So they have to do it with precision. They have to do it very, very careful. They would have concrete on the floor and have the galvanized pole. So it is on this galvanized pole that the woodwork will be run on. So all this stage is very important. And another importance of this galvanized pole is that aside that it gives support, when erecting it, you have to be precise. The measurement has to be accurate. If you are using 10 feet, you have to use 10 feet in all. So this is me anyway showing my face and walking around and all that. So I am really very keen on what these guys are doing here, checking their work to be sure that okay, they know what they're doing, they are actually correct with what they're doing, and everything has to align. Like I said, on both sides of the galvanized pole, you have to be able to see the straight line at every time. So let's get back to the mistakes. Another mistake will be using wrong or cheap materials. Trying to save money by using substandard materials often backfires. When you're using cheap roofing sheets, weak columns, or uh cheap flooring materials, it would lead to frequent repairs. It would lead to higher maintenance costs. It will also lead to structural failure. So construction mistake most of the time does not even show immediately. They show during production. Yes, and you want to avoid that. Another mistake would be poor water and drainage system. So many farmers will build pen without thinking about the water source, the drainage. You can say our borehole here, or the waste disposal. And later we would have to now spend so much money correcting this issue. Water problem alone can shut down an entire poultry operation, and you don't want it. So at this place here, we're trying to measure where our scaffolding is going to be, which is going to hold our water tank. So another mistake would be no expansion vision. It is important that when you're building your farm now, you have plan for expansion. So some farms build as if today is the final stage. No space for more pen, feed storage, egg room, future staff area. So when expansion comes, they get to now start demolishing and rebuilding, which is a lot of wastage. So the key thing I want you to note here is that poultry farm construction is not where you gamble. You either plan properly and save money, or you rush and pay more later. So the profits in poultry farming starts from construction decision. So if you're planning or building, or you're planning to expand, this video is going to save you a whole lot of money. So this H-beam you see here is for our scaffolding. This is what we're going to use for our scaffolding. So we intend to have two units of 2,000 liters of tank on the scaffolding. So that's about it for today. Thank you for watching. If you're looking to start your layer poultry farm, you're not sure where to get knowledge, information, I am that person you should reach out to. You can book a 2-hour consultation session with me via my seller link, and you get to ask me, you get to relay your concern, and I get to address them. And if you're looking for where to source for vendors as you start your layer poultry farm, you can purchase my ultimate trusted poultry vendor list. There you get the contact of trusted vendors who would not stress you. So this guy working there is taking the galvanized pole. All these galvanized poles you're seeing, they're going to be erected very soon. And this is my victory dance. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye. Till I see you on another video on the expansion series. This is still Poultry with Modupe. Bye-bye.